Ah, there we go. Right. Pardon me. Right. Well, I think we'll have a quick look at how much we ruined yesterday. And I think if you got it straight in number two. Number three? When you go all the way. No, it's not. Let's have a quick look. The overkill. Pardon me. Yeah. It doesn't look as it looks better through the camera than it does on actually in person though. It's funny. What I'm doing there today. I think I got it set up properly now, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it should be pumping out 4K hopefully. I finally got the right settings. Or found the right settings at least. Yeah, I still can't decide if I'm gonna have to go back over the rivets or not. We shall see. Let's have a look at. Now, do I want to use these? Or do I need to use any thing at all? Just a bit of foam on its own, just dab the foam, wouldn't it? Just like, hmm. Suppose I could do that, couldn't I? Tear a piece off. There we go. Well, like, is that gonna be too big? Well, I suppose the head of myself. It's really gently. Yeah, well, till I do it, I won't know, will I? So I'm gonna crack on. Oh, I suppose I better finish that side first, actually. Consistency. Right, paint. Oh, not you first. First bit of you. Let's get some more juice. Probably good enough. Oh, don't ruin it. Oh, I should have done that better, shouldn't I? There we go, that'll do. It'll suffice. Not perfect, I mean, you use it probably for today, and I'll probably get ruined anyway. I'm awesome like that. Yeah, whatever. Uh, right. Grey. That's what I want. Separates pretty quickly, doesn't it? Let's get it in the old spinner, shall we? Loud. Yeah. Not really doing much. I think I put one too many balls in there, basically. If I put two, it would have actually had room to move, but I think basically I've wedged them in there. Doesn't really give it much of a chance to do much. Or it's that fucking thick, I don't know. Seems like they're moving a reasonable amount now there. But it doesn't seem to change the colour much. Yeah, good amount of it on there. So I'm going to go for a good amount of it. I'll use the normal brush last time. Just have a look at what it looks like at the moment. It's not too bad. I don't think I will thin. No, yeah, I better thin it down a little bit. But that makes it a little bit better as well. Mm-mm. Yeah, that'll do. It'll do. It'll do. I keep forgetting to. I suppose that's what I could do some point this weekend. So I'll have time to actually organise myself, or as opposed to having to come in with a little prep time, I can have a look at how to do the brush cleaning and spend some time doing that. Could be interesting. Right, find ourselves an edge. The edge. So panel. Difficult to get into that gap. Putting it on too thick. Nothing happening. Subtlety, remember. Fuck it. And overdo it again. Ah, there's the splodge. Splodge on my finger. How do we get that off? On the glove. There we go. Don't forget the gloves holding the model. It all adds up. It's all falling apart already. It's fine. So we want that edge there. Try to get it. Damn. Oh, that was fucking awful. Oh well. Shit happens. Every penny in for a pound. Yeah, man. Actually, do you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world because it was that one turret that I already ruined anyway, so whatever. Or at least made worse than the other by over highlighting it with the grey when I did that. Didn't help. Attack it from this angle. Getting from that side a bit more across the top bit there, please. Come on now, sponge. Give me some fucking. Oh, alright, 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 alright. Calm down. Calm down, sponge. Okay, let's try and get a little bit on the inner little ledge as well, but that top bit maybe. Okay, that's much better. Why can't I do that every time? I mean, okay, so there's obviously still a bit, but I've just drowned it out. I can sort of scrape a bit of that away, and that's all. Bringing it back again, I can't recover that side. That side's really fucked up. Whatever. Get a bit more down the side though. No, why? Pain. Pain. Down. Turn around. Get some more on this side. More on the edges, really, isn't it? And this hatch, I would have seen a lot of wear. Yeah, better. It doesn't look. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not shitty heavy. It's okay. It's not very easy to see. I'll get it like zoomed in after and have a proper look because you'll have to zoom in past wherever the edge of the light is, kind of thing. So you'll have better. It'll be better. Ah, well, that's working out better. Just getting that good even sort of. A little bit heavy again, it'll do. Bit more there, a bit there. Flash. I don't think I need any more. Wash that off, that's fine. Just smudge it actually, fuck it, there you go. I like those edges, they're good. Bit more on this side. There we go, shame about that, but yeah, no, the rest of it's okay. A little bit more on the gun, perhaps. A bit more at the front there. Yeah, no, that's cool, alright then. Right, so, going across this edge here. How's that looking? There you go, no, it's on the edge, it's fine. Keep my eye checking on that. Okay, like hatch is good and proper, so I'll be seeing a lot of use. One way or the other. Whether winning or losing. Along the edge, but let's just not completely fucking trash it, shall we? If I aim for the edge, any overflow. Intentional? That's very fine on that side, let's get a bit more paint. Too much. Thin it out. There we go, a bit there. Okay, a bit more on the. Trying to get it on the metal stuff. It's very watery, isn't it? I didn't realise I thinned it out that much. That's not too bad actually. Kind of like that, sort of. Gets it on the front here. I can get some to that gap without ruining anything. No, a bit too thick, that's fine, whatever. I can walk away, can't I? Something like that. Yeah. Not fucking ruined. Haha, nobody thought that. I didn't do anything. Don't get on about. Huh. After it come off, to be fair. I can just make it look scratchy after. Yeah, fucking corners. I mean, a lot of the underside of this would be scratched quite a bit because of shit, you know? Oh, okay, you missed perfect on the other side. You're gonna get fucking ruined, mate. Yeah, fucking much more along these bottom bits here, like all the way around. See, now I'm seeing like the bits that look better when it's caught on it, how it should look. Like, oh yeah, no, I need to go back and redo that bit, or like, at the actual edges where I was supposed to get in the fucking first place. Like I should have got a smaller bit so I could get properly in the gaps here. that's going to kind of ruin it really, because I'm going to keep hitting the other bits, and that's just going to go on thicker and thicker and thicker till I'm basically just painting the fucking thing. So if I get there, give those edges a bit more of a fucking solid fucking bit, like, because they're both supposed to be the bits I'm supposed to be going for in the fucking first place. Hopefully it attracts or distracts from the actual shit job I did. Scrap apart. Yeah, okay. At some point it makes you think, has it been done intentionally? Like, kind of the paint is being chipped off intentionally. Yeah. Like they've seen that the camo pattern's actually working, and they just added to the chipping themselves. I'm just glorifying my mistake in my head. Creating my own law to justify shitty fucking practices. Haha. Yeah, I think I definitely, especially like the bottom bit, like that little bit extra I put into that. Yeah. I would really, if I can get rid of these couple of splotches, you know, a little bit extra actually makes quite a bit of difference. It's not so garish, it looks more intentional. I mean, like it should be chipping as opposed to real chipping as opposed to fake chipping, is where I was going with that. Probably should have switched to a smaller bit just so I could get round the edges of these a bit better. But it is what it is. Yeah, I can get to most of it. Excuse me, I'm not very this weather's a bit all over with my hay fever. Back and forth quite a bit. Yeah, I'm getting a bit sloppy on that side, aren't I? Yeah, the bigger piece. Once I run it, I'd probably keep two pieces to hand. No, you're basically sponging on paint. Stop, stop, stop. I gotta tell myself to fucking stop, you know what I mean? Right, I'll keep you as the good bit. Let's see if I can use you as a tiny, like, gap bit or something. Where was I trying to get in that gap there? Let's have a look. Let's get some paint on it. I suppose this is where the tweezers coming in there, really. Get a smaller bit in the tweezers. Let's try those longer tweezers. Can I do anything more than I was doing with those yesterday? If I hold them like that. The problem I was having was it was just all falling apart and shit. You kind of get a bit of a better hold on it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try along this edge just to practice. Yeah, there's a bit less intention to the pattern, maybe, which is what you want, really, I suppose. Try a bit more. Go along here. Start moving along now. Yeah, I can't really get into the gap very well without. Oops. Really? Okay, going along there. Try and keep it to the edge where possible. Like swans. Jabbing it now. Just done. No more splotches. Just the entire thing. Oops. Right, lightly, lightly. There's a lot on here now. See, that kind of works if I just get more on and go lighter. Trying to get more done. But then I get carried away, don't I? Let's get that down there. That's not too bad, though, is it? Hold it steady. Oops. There we are. Doesn't matter too much about the barrel of that. I'm gonna have some fucking blackening powder or whatever. Not black. What's it called? Pigment powder, black pigment powder, like carbon black, carbon. Like engine soot kind of a. Have a bit of a play with the pigment powder. That should be fun. So, which way would the hatch be opening, and which way would they be leaving from? Like that direction, perhaps. Same with this. I see a lot of. Definitely have a lot of use around the hatch. A lot of wear and tear. Hard to actually see what's going on up here now. Very finely. There's an inordinate amount on here now. Very, very gently. Yeah, no, not smart. Not smart. Not being able to get it down the sides. Not great either. Knock a bit off, see if I can get a bit. See, I should have removed it for this, but I'm pretty sure I glued it in at some point recently. So, do you know what? I'm not even going to try. Because does it matter? No, not especially. Ooh, no, don't drop the fucking thing. Oh. Looking, still looking good. Okay. Oops. Paint everywhere. Look out for those paint. They get everywhere. Still got far too much on the sponge. I'll get some more out of the sponge, or I just have to get a new bit of sponge, possibly. If I just do it from the other side, I might like draw it through in like a cheeky manner. A cheeky manner. Yeah, if I push it hard enough, I get the paint from the other side. Nice. There it is. The fuck up. It reared its ugly head eventually. I think this also contrasts just better in general with the lighter shade than any other shade. It's not necessarily that the other side is particularly a better done area. It's just perhaps the actual shade of grey works better with that other, or this. Pay attention. I'm gonna be doing some washing out. That's fine. I can hide that fuck up. It's not a true fuck up. It's salvageable. Maybe. Again, whatever. Do I really give a shit? Not especially. I'll eventually just get to the point where I'll be happy just to see the fucking backside of this. It just gets to the point where it's just fucking irritating for me. I keep coming back to the same fucking thing. Yeah, you know. I will get a little bit gung ho now and then. Just be like, yeah, gives a shit. Certainly not me. I probably do really, but that's just that's dead in the heat of the moment. While I'm frustrated. I am aware of that. Oops. There we go. More in there. Get down the gaps here. I'm gonna be fucking. Oops. I'm getting all kinds of crap down here as well, so I'm not too fussed about doing a particularly good job of this. So I'm gonna be putting like typhus corrosion all around it and all kinds of shit. So excuse me. Probably should have done a better job of getting on the angles, but it's fine. I won't look at doing the bottom just yet. Oh, I need to pick it up properly again. Pretty heavy one across here, maybe. Fucking bungee. There we go. Right. Do a bit more in the front there. That would take a lot of punishment on this. So like really, I mean, I should do it mostly around the edges of panels. I've done, in some cases, far too much on the main panels. But, as I said previously, I'm learning the hard way. So that's fine. As long as they actually learn something there. So keep making the same bloody mistakes, you know? Not really much I can do about that. Did I actually have a glue that? I think I may have. No, surely not. No, I didn't. Okay, so I can move that out of the way. I could have got to the back end of it then, really, couldn't I? But we won't address that now. I could get to the back end of that bit there. How about the other side? Hey, I get to the other side of it. There we go. There you go. It doesn't look so shit in there. Oh, let's get out. Just do underneath quickly. Fuck it. Excellent. Give me the big sponge, for God's sake. Okay, that'll do. Any more on this, or are we good? On the back end there. Oh, these angles like flat out. There you go. Fucking that's much easier that way. That's what I should try to do. Well, it worked there, didn't it? In the front there, that looks alright. I just hit the angle. And then I go and splash in front of it. Fine, whatever. The problem is actually just hitting those angles. I think it's making it easy on me. Just get amongst it, innit? There we go. Not much more than that. It's actually visible for where I'm going to be having it. So it's been like, that's all it's really going to be visible kind of thing. So right. Try and get into those little bits on the side. No, not really. No, whatever. Alright, where am I up to? Right, freshen this paint up soon. It's pretty nasty. Not sure if it's separating or what's going on with it. Maybe I thinned it out too much. Yeah, it's a little bit better, isn't it? There we go. bit more. Where I'm gonna draw some lines. Okay. Some lines as well to indicate like scratch marks, like people clambering maybe, or climbing over the surface. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Should I get these fucking things? Okay. Do these bits. Gently gets around the edges. I don't know how much I need to do of this really, seeing as I'm going to be ultimately washing it all out. But I'll give it a once around the outside at least. Seeing that's the name of the game. Chip the outside. Chip the outside. Yep. Get that bit. Okay, so not really get on the edges. Some of these edges, it's just not happening. Not to get it over the edges either. Have to repaint fucking section. That doesn't appeal to me any more than I don't know, something else. I can just get it on there. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, yeah, no, it's good, bro. Move. Good. It's good, man. Just fucking do it. Fucking sponge is dead, like that. Oh, the paint's dead, one or the other. Too much. Really needs to be a much smaller piece of pardon me, foam. It's supposed to be just tiny little chips and stuff, isn't it? But how long do you really think I want to spend doing this shit? Not fucking that much. By choice. I got a lot of stuff to paint. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting around to some other stuff eventually. Oh, so plenty left to build as well. Yeah, I don't go too far down the side with that. Like maybe I'm doing more paint. Again, the bottom side doesn't really fucking matter. Anyway, I scrape that shit on, you know what I mean? I've got that upside down, it's all over my thumb. I'm doing it because it's awesome. Got all that shit in there at this point. Just get out of it. There you go, have some of that. Where is this paint? Oh, that was a good crack. Thank you, Nick. Ow. Oh, that was really good, that was. Right. A bit more there, a bit more there. So we are looking at, if I just can get a tiny bit more. What's the bottom there? Not too much. Again, I can draw some straight lines and stuff on a bit sooner rather than later, probably. Mm. That sponge really is fucking tanked, though. It ain't got much left, that's for sure. Let's have a look, have a look in. Right, so it's not terrible. It's like we've gone through phases of overdoing it and underdoing it, doing it right and then doing it wrong, and then being so fucking inconsistent. It's ridiculous. Like, only because there was basically nothing there and it looked weird without something there now, like everything else. Fucking hell, is there really no paint left on here? So let's bit there, what are you doing? Fucking paint, yeah, get on there. Right, so hello again. There is a purple square on this stream. Hmm. How's it going? Are you okay? Yes. Fresh paint, I think. Mm. Nice. So I am how far? There we are. More paint. I'm not sure what you mean by purple square on the stream. That's working out okay this time around. Excellent. It's coming along nicely there. Most of it's done now, really. I mean, had a reasonable amount done to it at least anyway. Gonna finish this side off. Just try and get it right from the angle. I get better results then, don't I? Actually achieving that is not so easy. There we go, that's pretty good. Better at least anyway. As long as I just don't get carried away. Try and get some of the paint off at least as well. I know less is supposed to be more, but some is also nice. I'm happy with it either way. So I apologize if I miss you. I keep checking the screen. It's just out of my peripheral. So I do try and keep on top of it. I apologize if I miss anybody. I'm not intentionally being rude. It's one of those things, unfortunately. If it was like playing a PC game, you'd be constantly looking at it, wouldn't you? Or, well, not so much with a console, because you'd be looking at the console screen. Or TV, I apologise. Oh, not everybody plays on the TV, I guess. Some people do play on monitors with consoles as well. Is that reckoned for the response time? Possibly. You just get a better TV. What? Yeah, if you're gonna spend fucking money on a monitor with a response time, why not get a TV with a good response time? I don't know. Just applying unnecessary logic. There could be size difference as well. Don't know how I got down this fucking rabbit hole, but whatever. That'll suffice. I didn't really want to get too much on the, or any in that case, the under bits. Yeah, just do a bit of that side. Trying to get too much on the grey bit, even the barrel bit, that's what I was trying to not get. I just do a shit show. That'll do. Yeah. My cat shouting. Quite funny. Surprised he hasn't barged his way in yet. I have left the door slightly ajar so he can. So he's not completely closed off, but he's content to sit probably halfway down the stairs and whinge at me for not doing whatever he deems that I need to be doing right this second. Just probably feeding him for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time. He is a cheeky one, to say the least. Shall we get the edges? Now you're getting silly with the fucking... Ugh. It's getting messy now, isn't it? It's not terrible there. Which side just needs a bit on that side. There we go. A little bit more along here. Not too much there. Right. The other side now, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's just great. Just like drop and smash. I don't think it would smash. I didn't want to do it any favors, but it wouldn't do a good smash. Need a bit more sponge soon. This one's all gunked up and solid and chunky. Oh yeah, no, that's dead actually. Next, find another bit of sponge that isn't full of dry paint. That's not gonna work to my favor, is it? Oh, it might. There we go. Let's try. No, too thick straight off. The size of the sponge we're using, we can do a lot quickly as long as I hit the edges. Gotta be careful to actually get the edges. Otherwise, it looks messy, or like mud splatter or something. Definitely stands out better on the the lighter color as opposed to the other bits of um the other shades of grey. The light one definitely shows up more on. Get some inside a bit there. Get it pretty heavy down the sides there, and the underside of that bit. Make sure I got all the bits. There's a couple of bits I missed. I could probably get just for the sake of it. I've already fucking done it at this point. Let me just start by going around the panel loosely. Not that it really matters. I'm not really like paneling it, am I? And I'll put a couple of bits in the middle just cause. That'll do. Like that. Ooh, there we go. Keep that about there. Try and get onto the gap. It's not a good idea. Well, if it had worked, it would have been a good idea. But it seems it didn't. It was a bad idea. That's how that shit works, you know? In almost any situation. If anything actually works, great idea. If it failed, someone would have get fucking done in, mate. Scapegoats exist. I mean, oh, okay, so yeah, I don't know how I got into that completely random fucking zone out again. It does happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll get across the bottom bit there. Oops, I didn't drop it or anything like that. You know, I've basically fucked that bit, but as we've established, it's gonna have. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not tidy, but it's something. Right. Yeah. Maybe do dry my hands, wash my hands, I'll do that after. Okay. I should dip them in the water. See if that way. Oh. Let's get the paint off my hands. Oh, there you go. Good old acrylic coming right off. Alright, so that's useful. Well, not completely off. This is no like debris paint debris. Debris. Right. There's a purple square on the dream. I'm not sure what the purple square is on about is. If you mean the thing in the corner is a chat. I mean, I feel like I load it up on my phone and see what he's on about. Give me a second. Right. I see nothing. There doesn't seem to be anything untoward going on with the stream. Okay. Welcome. Huh. Big purple square. The second one it said though, I'm not sure. Not this. Not this. Something else. Honestly, don't know. I have no idea what big purple square people are referring to. 'Cause I am not seeing it. No, cool, man. Well, I'm just. Do you know what it is? Because I can't see it. Well, do you know what it says? If it says anything, or hmm. No, I can't see anything on my end. Great. That's fantastic. Let me see. Um. Oh wow, yeah. The fuck is this? Ah, how the hell do I get rid of that? Haha. Is it gone now? I figured out what it was, but it's never appeared before. So. Oh, really? Okay, hold on. Shit. Huh. So that would be. Damn it. I had no idea 'cause that's never actually popped up before, so that's a pain in the ass. I've got a good idea what it is, but I can fuck about and go into some settings. Bear with me. How do I get there? Still learning all this shit. There it is. There we go. Right. Hopefully that should be it. At least I've disabled the thing that should have been doing it. Hey, thank God. Yeah, I was another guy earlier said it was something there, and I was just like, what the hell's he on about? Because I couldn't see it at all, so I had to go look at myself in a completely other, on my phone basically, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I can't see that. Because it's not an OBS at all. It was something put on in Twitch itself, like after the fact. It was great. Cheers. Yeah, I'm just like putting a very over heavy uh chipping on my pen blade. I just get carried away. It's, Fortunately, I'm gonna be putting a load more stuff on it anyway, so I'll be able to mask my abysmal attempts at doing this. So I was really debating whether to do it or not because I'd spent so much time just getting the paint right. Well, not right, but close to accurate. How at least how I wanted it anyway. Not right. There's no right way because I wasn't following a particular scheme, so it was more of a yeah. Getting there. We're doing some grimy bits and stuff. Sweet. There you go. Yeah, it's gone there. Thank you. I think it was just a PC thing, maybe. 'Cause when I didn't have it on my phone either. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this now. As much of a, I might come back to a little bit more of it, but oh no, that's what I was gonna do. Some straight lines along stuff. You're getting sound. There should be sound. I turn the tunes off. I paused the tunes, but yeah, I don't. I've only got like a pretty cheap mic, so it's not got much gain to it. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I think that's probably as much as I. Oh no, I keep forgetting I'm gonna do some straight lines, don't I? Let's find the brush. Which one do we want? We will go with. What's this here now? Triple O. Yeah, that'll do. Might be a bit too small. A bit bigger. Yeah, you say Deathwing. Is that Dark Angels? I haven't painted. I think the only thing I've painted is the ones I collect, the Steel Confessor, the Iron Hand Successor. Okay. What, the veterans? Do they have shields? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Were they Terminators, were they? Ah, okay. So you're doing like the standard Marine versions of Deathwing, or Stern Guards as Deathwing. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, sorry. Literally as you said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't really want to put too many straight lines on this. Most of it's okay. There's a few bits I could probably like, be carried away. It's a bad habit. So, yeah, the shoulder pads on the color scheme on the Marines I collect is a Dark Angels green. That's the only similarity. Is the rest of it's like a shining silver for the most part, and like a some bone in there as well. Well, it's got similar colors then, really, to the Dark Angels, even though it's a Iron Hand successor. It's got some cribbing going on, I think. I probably should have punished someone onto that lamp a bit, but it's alright. I don't mind. Yeah, change the scratch. This is the first time I've tried anything like this, to be fair. First time I built a Bane blade. I thought, why not apply as many techniques as I'm willing to try and apply? This is all first time. I've never tried chipping on armor before. I never tried a blended camo. I never tried. I haven't really airbrushed either. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Well, two hand, just slightly out of hand, but it's no issue really. Oh, I've got and multiple ones in similar color schemes as well. I can just grab a few. That's no big deal. Bear with me. Right, yeah, let's see what we've got then. Bit more show and tell. Ah, yeah, nice. Ooh, nearly. You just drop that almost. Hopefully rest down there and nothing bad happens. Please, Sprue, don't fall over. Brave thing to do. Right, see what we got. It's a heavy one. It's got a lot of metal in it, actually. I think there's some Deathwing on it. Like the cloak there a bit. It's not Deathwing, I can't remember which one it is. Yeah. I got a load of old metal bits of different ones and sort of glued them together a bit. So it's supposed to be mostly like, hold on, I can't get it right in the camera. It's supposed to be like shining silver. Not very shiny, I know, but it's supposed to be. I think the original was like bone on the inside of the shoulder, then green trim. But I kind of like green all over for the shoulder. Then, yeah, I kind of like the green all over, then just bone on the knees. But I just give this guy a lot more gold. Yeah, exactly. That's the that'd be the chapter banner. Or no, the company at least, because I aimed on doing the first company. Like, yeah. So I've literally been doing it a few years after starting again. I've probably only painted about 10 fucking minis. This is basically my first, either first company captain or actually like the chapter master. I took the 30k Iron Father Pharaohs and just strapped as much to him as I possibly could. Basically, got some right random stuff. Pretty sure that's a auto cannon off and a Tartaros Terminator. Yeah, mate, there's too much going on there. That's just, yeah. Again, a lot of it's just experimentation and faffing around, trying new things. Like, oh yeah, no, that's terrible. Let's not do that again, and blah blah blah. You know, and like, maybe not with the blood. It looks cheap and tacky, and yeah, unless you get it right. But I did learn the Uhu glue, UHU, uh, is really good when painted. Like, just get a blob of it, and it's good for like shit on the floor, you know, like blood or stuff like that. It's really good, and just paint it because you let it dry a little bit, and you can sort of mold it a bit as well. So you learn little bits here and there. dreadnought in somewhat similar colours. This is where we're going for like the green shoulders and the bone knees, and then the metal, the rest of it. I got carried away with the what are they called? Transfers on this one, unfortunately. A lot of the transfers make no sense at all on this. I actually had a custom, you can't really see it very well there, but custom chapter badges. It's a forgotten chapter. It was originally, there's some information out there, whether it's true or not, it's neither here nor there, but there's enough to go on. So I actually managed to get some of the icons of the chapter prints, well, created basically, so I could just do them all properly. So I've got like 400 in varying sizes. So I've been making them for a while at least. This is a bit of a creation experiment. This is the what did I call it again? The onager armager. Yeah, yeah, man. That's the legs of an onager Dunecrawler and top half of a armager, but then the weapon arms are both from 3D printed by a Tarot model maker. I just really wanted to make something completely different. Yeah. So I could have done a lot better. Still got a little bit of a movement. I could do a bit more weathering to it. I've done nothing to it. I basically got to that sort of finish point and then stopped, because up until recently I didn't really do weathering. I didn't really spend too much time doing bases much. Although I do like building the bases. I've got a couple of bases ready. I started 2 separate models, and then I made really good bases for them, and then didn't really finish either parts of it, and then moved on to someone else entirely differently. So I've just got these really cool bases that sat there waiting for the models to even be fucking base coated. But yeah, so this is the onager armager. Salt cannon, flamer, close combat claw, fucking gun face as well. I think they were both eBay rescues. At least the legs were definitely an eBay rescue. They were already built, so they were a bit mangled, so I did the best I could with them. But I'm pretty sure I got the top half of the armature. I'm pretty sure I got the legs somewhere, or I might have trashed those with another experiment. But you could get really close and actually see there's still quite a bit of work left to do. If I really want to be critical to myself, like even since finishing this, I've learned a couple more things, and I'd be like, you know what, I could actually improve that. There's another thing I'm going to experiment with on the tank, is in the same video I was roughly using as a guide. The guide basically teaches you how to paint glass, like sensors, and a few other things. So I can utilize that, go back and paint the canopy properly and stuff like that, you know. There's little gems in little things sometimes you don't notice. Like you could utilize the like the auspex or the center thing, thousands of models. It's not just for one model, you know, or the way a light might look, or like a panel on an arm or something, you know. It's very subtle things that caught my attention. But like, actually, I can reutilize that so many different ways, or so many times. Let me just find a couple more. Where are we? Oh yeah, here's another one as well. A bit over the top again, this guy is. Plasma cannon, and the shoulder rockets, and a chain fist. He's like command squad champion, basically. So a lot of the ones I actually were painting to the point was like, obviously he's the ancient, company ancient.
company captain or commander, whichever way you want to go with it. He'll be like the exactly. He'll be like the top, like command squad sergeant, or not necessarily a champion with just a gun. If you like a big ass sword, probably, or an axe or something, I would call him a champion. But okay, and this is the first one of the Leviathan Terminators that I painted. I haven't painted any more yet, but I wanted to at least paint one of them because all my other ones are all firstborn stuff. So I did get that. So it was my first go at painting an effect, an electric-y sort of effect. And yeah, I know it's very Necron-y and it's actually really bad. So 'cause I got carried away with that again as well. But maybe you could just say just like punched an orc or something multiple times. Yeah, exactly, man. Just like punched an orc, then punched a Necron, and yeah. So yeah, that's why I stuck with the going with the. Unfortunately, that one's really glossy. That was really matte. I think because I intended to put uh, what are they called? Um, transfer. Oh man, yeah, there's so much to them. Like a little bit of wet mud and stuff around him. The mud caked up his boots and stuff. Greaves even. So no, I was quite happy with that sort of. I sort of played around a little bit with like a blue tint to the steel as well. Like I keep doing it and it doesn't always work very well, but you can very faintly see it here and there. I haven't done right. You're supposed to sort of sit more in the shadows and it shows a bit more when the light catches it, but it's not terrible. And again, it's just more of an experiment. And I actually experimented with the just trying a bonehead this time as well, and the bone quiller on the chest and see. I think that might actually work a bit better. So if I did that in future, I think it just adds that little bit extra color in there because otherwise it's all silver. And yeah, I understand that's probably in line with them having closer ties to the Mechanicus and being the successors of the Iron Hands, but yeah, it doesn't look bad. What else we got? There's a random little scout I did as well. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I did the same on Facebook. Basically, like a hobby diary. Basically, every time I'll do something, I'll just take a few pictures and write a note just for my own sort of memory. Eventually, I'll go back to it and be like, oh yeah, oh wow, look at myself trying to tell myself about something that was really bad. Because a lot of it is just like me tutorialing myself. I don't have no intention of doing anything with it. It's just purely this and this, and then I did that, and then da, 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 da. Okay. Okay, I was quite happy with the mud on this. Sister of Battle, but it's not completely finished yet. That's Seraphim. Yeah, exactly. Still need to finish the helmet on this, really. Maybe a little bit more definition on the wings and stuff, but mostly there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing fancy really. No, I pretty much just paint for myself really, it's all. I don't really enter anything with it or yeah, it's just trying new things with this tank. Oops, dropped that a bit too hard then. Yeah, there's so much stuff to paint with. Now and then, if I see a really good deal on like eBay of a painted model, I'll grab it. 'Cause I do like the tabletop RPGs and stuff, so it's nice to have a couple of mobs and stuff you can use. Characters, so I don't have to paint myself. Right. Where are we up to? 10 o'clock. Okay. That's not too bad. Do we want to do some more straight lines? Where are we going to put some there? I can try and get them onto the inside of it, really. But there's definitely more in some places and less in the others. It's difficult to really gauge what I want to do with them. Some definitely makes sense, and then some really doesn't. Let's put a couple of lines on it at least. Hatches. People clamber down from the hatches. So I've sort of scratchy. Try and do it a little bit more scratchy. Not doing too thick. Not completely uniform either. Try and get some angled ones in there maybe. Looks like someone's clambered up the side there towards the hatch. Or down from the hatch, depending on the situation, I guess. Similar there. Do it all the way. So it'd be all the way to the ladder, really, wouldn't it? So it'd be probably more so angled in this direction. Once you get at least to the flat area, it wouldn't go down there necessarily, because that looks like it might be more of a pain in the ass to get down as opposed to the other side. Or maybe down this gap here. It depends if you want to potentially get hit by the back of the. I want to call that bit the cupola, something like that again. I'm sure that's wrong. And not the Francis Ford. Right, so that's nearly good. So we've got scratches clambered down from there. And to the ladder. So there's clambering boots. Them army boots. This is thinned out a bit too much. Right, hatches. Which way are you going to get off? You're going to come down the front probably, aren't you? So, would you? Or, I don't know. Kind of. Sort of scratches up here. And it's all fucking in my head. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. So I assume they're hatches, but it seems like a kind of silly hatch. I'm not sure what they'd be hatches for. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be gaming tomorrow, I think. I don't know if I'm there about this week, and I haven't played anything. I'm pretty sure that new Space Marine's out. So, well, not the new one. I mean, the remaster of the old one. Isn't that out yet? It might be. I might play through that. I still want to replay the second one and play some of the content. So I didn't really pick it up again after the initial release. That's not really a comment on the game. That's more a comment on my ability to sit down and actually keep doing something. That's just the fucking ADHD that is, man. Constantly changing. I don't know which way this. Oh, is it out now? Is it excellent? Okay. Good. I thought it would be because I thought I'd seen more adverts than previously for it. Like it's like, oh, play it now. It didn't look terrible. I mean, it wasn't terrible the first time I played it. It's annoying actually because they had a lot of weird sort of some kind of weird issue with it for a while. Like I don't know if it's a rights issue or what, but you couldn't really get it digitally at all. And you couldn't really argue that it's because it needed a remaster because you could still play the fucking disc. So it's they just I don't know, there was just some kind of weird rights issue for quite a while, and you couldn't actually get the original game even after they'd released the second one, unless at that point they were already working on the remaster, so they just kept it hush. I don't know. I'm just overthinking it now. Like, does it really matter? It's there, it's done. I might try and drill some holes in it, like bullet holes or whatever. I think again I'm getting a bit carried away. Try and break some of these big smudges up with scratches. It helps a little bit. I definitely got too carried away on this side originally. That was the worst. Definitely catches me by surprise because the notification, like the follower alert, is so loud. And last time I was doing it, it was the first time it'd gone off live. It normally goes off like when I'm offline. And my God, it was so loud, it blew my ear out. Like I was just there going on the stream, like, does anybody else hear that noise? It's so loud. And yeah, no, it was just me. So I'm the only one that could hear it as well. No, I haven't figured out what it was this time around. I managed to switch it all down and or off. Yeah, I think I'm getting to the point where I'm happy with this. Well, as happy as I'm gonna get with this, like I can't rescue it. Again, see, I use words like rescue, like it implies it's not okay, but it's relative. You're gonna be overly judgmental on the first time you tried these techniques. Sure, you tried on a £100 tank, but that's beside the point. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't actually pay that. I got cheapest chips actually. It was pretty sure I said it before. It was like 65 or 70. I think I got it for on eBay, and it was all. Well, I don't think it was new in box. I think it was open, but it was everything was there. It was just like open in box. You know what I mean? Like, it was all there. Wasn't sealed. That's it. New inbox wasn't sealed. Like, yeah, for like £50 off RRP, which is just couldn't pass that up. You know what I mean? Because I was actively like, I want to do a Baneblade, and then you see them that cheap. And then I went shopping the week after because I was in the mood for it, and I found another one for about a fiver extra. This one is specifically the Apocalypse one. So it's an older one. It's over there somewhere. So it's got less options, I'm pretty sure. I certainly don't think you can do the Octoblade out of it anyway, which I could have done with this, and I started doing it. And then I was like, do you know what? I really can't be asked faffing with magnets yet. I'll get to that stage when I do everything magnetized as well, but I'm not going to overly, I'm not going to encourage myself too hard. Well, thank you for actually joining and explaining what was going on with that purple square. Because I was asking someone else and they were just like, nothing. So I couldn't see it at all, so I'm glad you actually helped me out with that. Very useful. I think it's definitely a PC viewer thing as opposed to a mobile viewer. Oh, you told me what you saw, like, which narrowed down where I couldn't really see it. You know what I mean? Like, you assisted. Take the credit, man. Free credit. Free kudos. Never pass up some free kudos. Especially in this day and age, pal. Okay, you're certainly not going to get it at work, that's for sure. Oh. Those fuckers. Right. Oh, that's looking good. I'm getting carried away again. Behave myself. I want to use line on. I want to use the track wash, but I don't at the same time. I'm not going to do the track wash now. If I don't game tomorrow, I'll probably do the track wash. Maybe do some mud splatter. I want to try that as well. I've got some nice mud splatter. Use it with the airbrush and it just like shoots out the brush with it on. See what kind of effect I can get. Put it like probably at the side or the bottom of the like flick it across diagonally kind of thing. Maybe have it a bit coming up the front a bit as well. Sort of maybe a bit of the back end of it. Probably on the underside of the barrel. Sort of flick up. Hold on, which way are the tracks going? Tracks are moving that way. Yeah, no, that's right. Obviously, tracks move both ways, but generally, I was in my head working out how it actually works. So which way stuff's going to be flung, or it shouldn't really get flung because, in theory, a lot of shit shouldn't stick to the tracks because that's the point. I mean, you will get some stuff on it, but like maybe internally, but you shouldn't get too much on the outside. Like they're supposed to be somewhat cleaning, aren't they? Like self-cleaning. Well, maybe more modern ones, I'm not sure about older ones. Hmm. Overthinking tank tracks. Nice. I'll do too much more on the gun. I still might go and put some transfers on it. I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. I kind of skipped ahead a bit. I wanted to take it a little bit slower and figure out what I really wanted to do, and I ended up just picking up the brush and be like, yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, what bit did I just see? There it is. I want to get a line. Let's get a line. Get that on there. Paint that on a bit. Bit more on that side. On the angle, but not there. There we go. Front there. Oh, nearly snapped off the aerial. That would have been a good one. Again. Because I totally didn't do that already. Jeez. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to experiment with some enamel products and see how that goes. What we got? We're going to try it out. Oh, I've still got all that stuff to put on it yet. I might be able to rescue this after all, you know. I might be able to rescue this very well. Because I've still got Winter Streak and Grime to go on. So that's going to help with the chipping. It's going to look like that shit coming down the side. Can't really see it, but nice. Streak and Grime. Got track wash for the track. Dark mud. The speckly, muddly mess. And the white spirit to manipulate it. And for the after effort, we have, just to see what we can do with after the fact, we've got some Splatter Effects Wet Mud Acrylic. And then some snow. Haha. So yeah, all that's going to get applied to this. So it's going to be quite heavy when it's done, actually. Be like a friggin' brick. So next, though, on the agenda, so a lot of people have like colors and shit. So I really probably should have put some like, what are they called? Transfers. I keep getting transfers. There, and I probably should have done some painty bit at the front or something, but we'll do without it this time. I'll do a better job next time. So I don't think I'll go straight into building the second one straight after this. I think that might be a bit, you know, glutton for punishment. Because I absolutely did the shading on every single rivet by hand. I didn't do a wash to get it all. I did them all individually as well. So I'm not keen to reproduce that experience so soon. Or was it 2,000 plus of them? Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. That's a thing. That took me a couple of streams on its own. I'm still being somewhat delicate. I don't damage it. Because even though I now have my nice polyurethane varnish coat on, which I did on live as well, which was an experiment and it worked out pretty good also. Took me 2 sessions, but I got a pretty good coat of it on. Like you could really feel, and it's like, you know what that feels like? It's not gonna get trashed now. I mean, this probably still get trashed quite easily. Like, yeah, that's easily snapped off when it's there. But it's, the paint feels a bit more secure after a bit, especially with the way I was dry brushing it because it's very powdery, very powdery. Yeah. So yeah, okay, I went very hard with the chipping, but once I put the streak and grime on, that'll neutralize, not the right word, but it'll do. It'll even it out a bit more again and make some of the chipping look less like chipping. Then your mud splatter come from the bottom upwards, and then there'll be like the engine charcoal and stuff like that all around the back side of it. So it gets to a point where you're really just masking mistakes with layers of effects, but that's fine. It's fine. I can live with that. No, I'm not going to start much more now, though, probably. Because I'm going to be stopping in about 15 minutes or so. So, but I'll definitely start earlier tomorrow. I was supposed to start early tonight, but I ended up having to see somebody and I had to sort out getting some food. To be fair, I was just happy, relaxing. I was really hungry anyway. It's weird, like now it's dried a bit more, I'm quite content to leave some of the shipping. Some of it is still obviously really bad. But there's some parts of it, like, I can really dig that, and then also some parts of it, like looks just like mud. Which is a shame. But that'll probably get drowned out by the actual mud when that goes on. I mean, some of the chipping makes sense, and I can believe it's a really old ass tank to a point. But then some of it's just looked like someone's thrown a bit of mud at it, or because it wouldn't be a splash of mud because it's too far up the bloody up the body. So this is probably get stuck on things and overthink things, and I'm like, it could have been better. Yes, if you'd done it more than once, it probably could have been better. But you know, it's your first bloody go. It's too hard on you, Phil. I'm gonna convince myself of these things. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that. I need to do a little bit more on the back side there. Still need to do the lights back there. And more specs sensor there. Would be an auger sensor. It's Auspex handheld, so augers are what the more hardcore versions. I think that's right. I mean, I know an auger is also a drill, so it's yeah. Where do you? So maybe an auger is more like a deep penetrating scanner. Maybe then, given the nature, the context, Julie. I would think it would be one of those as opposed to the other. Yeah, it's definitely just one of those on the back. There's quite a lot, actually. Annoyingly, they're really fucking small. There's a couple on top of these turrets. You can't really see them very well. I suppose it's similar to many other type of last cannon turrets though, but right on the top of there, it's a tiny little sensor thing, and that's what you're going to be painting like with the layers of red with the little white in the corner to make it look like a bit of screen reflection or whatever. Like, jeez. So yeah, there's one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One on the back. So there's at least 6. I'm pretty sure there's about 10 though in all. I mean, that's probably one on top of the auto cannon. I think it's an auto cannon. I don't think it's any bigger than that anyway. There's the Baneblade cannon, and that's the Demolisher on the front. Right. I'm quite fair to middling about that. I'm not unhappy with it because I've got it finished. I'm slightly annoyed that I could have done a better job, but yeah, we'll leave it there.
Well, the bits that do look good do look pretty good. I think that's what it is. The bits that look good, actually look pretty good, like really good. Then the bits that look bad look really bad. And the contrast is kind of difficult to ignore. And that's what really the issue is. But yeah, a little bit on the front there. That's all we're really going to be seeing from looking at it like that angle. All you're going to see is that anyway. So I can get away. I don't think I need to do the entire bottom. I might do the tracks with the track wash just like all over just to see what it does to it. When I do that though, I will have to put this down in something soft because that's not going to do it very, any favors for any length of time. Especially, I have to take the turret off. It's pretty flat then, I think. I think then oh, that's pretty even actually. The turret on, it looks pretty flat. I reckon I'll snap those damn grenade launchers off there. Oh. Yeah, what we'll do tomorrow, I think, if I do painting tomorrow, I might do a bonus one on Sunday to be fair. Because undoubtedly I'll get anything I need to do out of the way. So I might end up doing like a bonus stream on Sunday, just like a little bit more painting. It's normally like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday and Saturday. But during the week I'll do like 8:30 till 10:30. Because work basically. I think I'll be changing Thursday night till 10 o'clock finish because I actually start earlier on Friday and I keep forgetting. I've got to remind myself. Change the schedule, otherwise it'd be awkward every single time. So yeah, a bit of typhus corrosion. I was going to experiment with this. I suppose I've got a couple of minutes to have a look. So that was the original test from last time. A little bit. Let's show it the way. I just want to see like the greasy effect, basically. Like, I don't know how thick you want to be painting it on, or wherever you're painting it. It's definitely thick there. You can see it kind of, yeah. Like how much water do I want to be applying to it? Not too much. Like I tried the damn brush. So too much that time. Yeah, I should have a look on the video and see what type of brush I'm supposed to be using as well. But you see like all the greasy debris and stuff in it kind of thing. So you're supposed to just have like a little bit of a tiny little bit of water and you could really work it around. That's not too bad. I'm not sure which brush I'll hit it with. I'll have to have a look at it again. I'll probably watch the original video again and be like, huh, okay. Definitely need to do a stream on cleaning my brushes at some point. So, it should be entertaining. How many bristles can I absolutely annihilate? That'll be fun. How many brushes can I kill in one go? Right. Oh, it's a really painful neck cracky time of night. I think that means I need to start moving. Well, I'm done in about 4 minutes anyway, so I'm going to start winding down now. So I'm actually getting pain again. I have to have a look at my sitting position because this actually happened a couple of times now, right? Quite bad pain actually.
So it's not necessarily a particularly ergonomic setup at the moment. For whatever reason, this chair seems to be dropping again. Oh, there we go. Okay, well. Oops. Yeah, not good being back, mate. Well, that's what I mean. I thought I had a good chair and I've got it in a good seating upright position, but it's maybe I'm just not sitting right in it. You know? Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just me. Right. Um. Yeah, I think that's it. That'll be me for tonight. I'm pretty tired, man. Working all day. I'm quite content with what I've achieved this evening. I'll either be gaming tomorrow or doing some more. I don't know yet. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. Pretty sure it's going to be wet and miserable tomorrow, so that might make me more painty. We'll see. Yeah, no, thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. Nice to hang out with you, chilling with you painting. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. Thank you very much. And to everybody else as well. Yeah, no, same to you, man. Cheers. Thank you. Good night.